Hi loves, it's Joanna Peters. So building on your exhaustion archetypes from the quiz, I wanted to take the next step. So through taking the quiz, you have uncovered how you typically handle your life right now. So now I want to give you that new understanding and how to use that knowledge when you're navigating triggers of life. So for example, just first of all, knowing that there's always a choice to make and that there's always duality, right? So it might feel super true that you're stuck, but there's a duality of joy and peace that's available to you if you reach for it, no matter what season of life you are in or what situation you're in. So having that as a background, and then having this information of how you typically get triggered into seeing things through a certain lens. I've referred to it before as a wounded mindset lens. So our go-getter goddess, for example, we've discussed a lot of positive traits around getting stuff done, incredibly high quality, eye for detail, passionate, etc., right? But when we're working in the shadow part of that archetype, it can be exhausting because you tend to think you have to do all the things and do all of them well, and you feel like you're failing if you're noticing what's missing or what you haven't done, and you feel like you're failing based on that noticing. So for each of these archetypes, I've outlined before what the shadows are. So I just wanted to give you this little formula that I've come up with on how to shift out of how you typically handle your life now. So step number one is to validate and release the energy that your current mindset is creating. Right? So to give an example, if something isn't going your way and it's making you feel sad and frustrated, or you're feeling that overwhelm of pressure that you're going to fail in some way because something isn't going your way, first of all, just like you would a friend, you need to validate your experience to yourself, right? So instead of that typical mean voice saying, make it happen, make it happen no matter what, validate as you would a friend. Right? So, well, it makes sense that you're worried about this, or it makes sense you're feeling that pressure or you're overwhelmed. You have a lot going on, right? Give yourself that validation. And then notice the energy that shifts from feeling that self-validation. So there, you might want to cry. You might just want to sit in your own disappointment for a minute. You might be frustrated. You might be angry. So the next part is to release that energy, whatever it is that comes up from that validation. Based on your archetypes, I've outlined for you guys a list of affirmations that is a good match for your archetype. For example, if you're a go-getter goddess, an affirmation you might want to have on your hand or tattooed on your wrist is "my best is enough," or "I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." Things like that just centers you and offsets the mindset that you normally have. So you've got to check yourself on your trait. Wait, I could be being this perfectionist version of myself, and affirm yourself. Oh, remember, my best is good enough. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. 3, once you've done that, is reconnect to yourself. So have some kind of statement ready which reminds you who you are, right? I am awesome, I am loving, I am beautiful, I am phenomenal, whatever your connect to self statement is. And the second part of the connection is connect to source, right? So you are acknowledging that you're not the managing director of the universe and you need help. If you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, you probably need support. So that's where you say, help me to feel loved and supported right now. And just sit and wait for that connection. You can visualize a connection of whatever that spirituality means to you. So those 3 steps, let me repeat them. 1 is to validate and release the energy. 2 is to check your traits, check your archetype, and repeat to yourself the offsetting affirmation that I provided. 3, connect back to yourself. So take yourself out of worry land and back to, it's fine. I'm not failing. My best is good enough. So therefore I am awesome. And ask for help. Connect with your source. Help me feel loved and supported. So these 3 steps will help you with practice to shift from I'm overwhelmed and stressed to I'm loved and supported, I'm awesome, and maybe this is happening for me. Hope this helps you.